movie Crazy Stupid Love, Steve Carell. From How to Make It in America, actress Lake Bell. And Desperate Housewives star Eva Longoria. From Hollywood, here's Rove McManus.
Wonderful to be here. Someone was asked before the show who here knows who Rove is. And someone at the front said, I know who he is. He's the Australian Oprah. That's why I'm excited! Really? I'll take it. Don't worry. I'll take it. It's fine. Although my magazine would be just R. Which then sounds like a pirate magazine. Arr! This week in Arr! Accessorizing with parrots. I don't know where I'm going with this. But I am actually very excited because there's something I want to show you, because it's something pretty cool that I got for myself, and it's pretty awesome. Right now I realise I've kind of built it up a bit. It's not a dinosaur. It's a bottle of vodka. Really? Okay. Because I would have thought most people are probably going, oh, yeah, a bottle of vodka, that's not that exciting, right? What's so exciting about a bottle of vodka? Well, let me show you. Mine has a handle! Look at that! Massive! Woo! USA! Jealous. Now, there's 4 things wrong with this. 1, it's empty. Oh, kind of. Oh, look out. Mother's milk. 2. 1, now it's empty. 2, the other thing wrong with this is I bought it. 3, I bought it yesterday. And 4, I bought it from a chemist. America, what are you doing? Pharmacies aren't meant to sell alcohol. You go to a pharmacy for headaches, not for what causes them. But there are like 7-Elevens, supermarkets, they all sell alcohol too. And like not separate, like in Australia they have like a separate little bottle shop. Like here, it's smack bang in the middle of the store. In my case, right next to the fruit and veg. How exciting is that? But what I love about it is if you look closely, you'll see they've put the pumpkins and the oranges together there, which says to me like the store packer just kind of was maybe already getting into the grog himself and just going, "She's you're a big orange. I'm going to put you next to the little ones." But there's a trend in this country. Like, products are sold in, like, the last place you'd ever expect. Like, if you want to get a flu shot, you can get it at Target. And then you'd probably cut the tag off so people will think you got it from somewhere more expensive. Oh, this, yeah, Versace. It's a Versace flu shot, yeah. I was even in a shop over the weekend that sold ladies' underwear and semi-automatic rifles. It makes no sense. What do you get from a hardware store here? Goldfish? I'll tell you one place you can't get them. Pet shop. Went to the pet shop. You can't bloody buy pets. Seriously, like, they've got accessories like cages and tanks. There's nothing in the things. I said to the guy, what kind of pet shop doesn't have any pets? I got so worked up, he took me into the second aisle where they sold the booze and poured me a bourbon. Everything was fine. Yeah, come in. If you're going to do it, do it. Yeah. Let's see if these guys have anything interesting to say.
Started.
Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steve Carell. You know her from Boston Legal in the movies It's Complicated and No Strings Attached. Say hello to Lake Bell. Desperate Housewives, it's Eva Longoria. Is it wrong for me to get that excited about a novelty-sized bottle of alcohol?
In what way is that a novelty size?
The handle part of it, I think.
For me, it is. It's for anyone else, it would be just a little mini bar size.
Yeah.
But,
I'm from Texas, so everything's bigger. Texas!
Such a guy thing. Yeah! Woo! Know what she means? Woo! Now, Steve, you own a general store.
I do, yeah, Massachusetts. Woo! Yeah! Everything is not anywhere near as big in Massachusetts. My wife and I bought a 150-year-old general store in a little town in Massachusetts.
What's your bestseller there?
Well, we sell preserves.
Oh.
We sell a heck of a lot of muffins.
A heck of a lot of
Oh,
muffins.
yeah, we bake muffins in the morning, muffins and coffee. Muffins and coffee are probably the biggest seller.
I would like to think it's just called heck of a lot of muffins.
What is it called? What is it called?
It's called the Marshfield Hills General Store.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's sweet. Do you
Pretty-
work the counter?
I do. It's very, very quaint.
Oh.
It is. It's just a little small town store, and I was just worried that it would fall into the wrong hands and become, a real estate office or something like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is. I'm a really, really sweet guy that way. Because it's all about. It's certainly not about the money, because I'm not going to get rich selling muffins and coffee.
The preserves business is not what it used to be.
It's not. We actually started selling. We sell these like little kind of fun things, like little toys for the kids, and we started selling emergency clown noses. They come
Emergency clown.
Yeah, they come in a little package, and it's listed as an emergency clown nose. So when you're having a bad day, you break it open and you put on a clown nose, and everybody is
everything's
happier.
fine.
Everything's happier.
That's awesome.
Now, what's really cool is when we organise a show like this, everyone kind of gets locked into place bit by bit, and then we find out, like in the case of you, Eva and Lake, you guys are really good friends.
We used to date.
Yeah.
Woo!
I knew you were going to say that,
knew
too.
you were gonna say
No,
that. I
I
gotta
knew
beat
you were going
you
to
to
say
it.
that.
How long have you known each other for?
Actually, I feel like I met you on the audition circuit.
Right.
Like back
but
in
no,
the day.
we met through Christina.
Oh, Christina, yeah.
I was on a show before Desperate Housewives called Dragnet.
Dragnet.
And
Oh,
her
yes.
friend was on it with me.
And Desmond.
I've never seen a guest bring another guest a flower before the show.
She brought me a flower. Lakey's the sweetest person.
She likes
I know.
flowers, Since the breakup, I gotta work hard.
Well, you guys know each other well, but I think the rest of us should get to know each other
Yes.
better with getting to know you.
Okay.
I think it deserves a toast. This, of course, the part of the show where the guest reveals something that maybe has never been heard before.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Hopefully.
So I'm taking off my shoes. Hold
Okay.
on.
Let her. She's gonna just get comfy.
I'm taking off my pants.
Massachusetts.
Let's see.
I'm going to somehow take off my underwear without taking off my pants. You'll be like a perfect size now. You'll be like a pocket rocket size, just like me. It's great.
Do you know what a pocket rocket is? In America?
No.
Say it. Say it.
What is a pocket rocket to you?
Like just something small and exciting, like you.
That's the same thing in America.
But, it's like the little ones that you light and then it goes pew, so it's small, but it's got a big.
Yeah, big.
It's the same thing.
It's a stiffy. It's an erection. Is that what it is?
No.
Go on.
A pocket rocket, ladies.
Ladies.
Pocket rocket is a small vibrator. Small. That you put in your pocket.
You just called her a vibrator.
Well, she's fun, she's exciting, and she won't keep still.
Actually,
I'm small and exciting.
All right, well, let's get to know you, Steve Carell. We know you as the 40-year-old virgin and Michael Scott from The Office, but you also play the fife.
Yes, I do.
What is a fife?
What? No, the question is, what the hell is a fight? It is a, I sound, so far, I own a general store and I play the fife. So I'm clearly
Not a pocket rocket.
I'm not a pocket rocket by anyone's estimation. The fife is like A Revolutionary War instrument akin to the flute.
Oh. So
I did say akin to.
akin to.
Yes.
Nice use of akin to.
Thank you.
In a sentence. Lake,
Yes.
you're in the cast of How to Make It in America,
Yes,
but
sir.
you're also a former limbo champion.
But okay. Just to give you context.
Limber or limbo?
No,
Limbo.
limbo. Like, dun, 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 yeah. And no, because we used to go to, my dad would be like, let's the family go to Club Med, you know, like let's all go to Club Med. And that was family fun. And there would always be a limbo championship because there was nothing else to do. So I would take part in that and it would be like, it'd come down to me. I was like 10, so obviously like I would be very limber and it would be me and like a slutty drunk girl. He was like, look at me and do my thing, you know, and then it would be like me and I'd always win because it was
Is that how
shorter.
you two met?
She was the pocket rocket drunk girl.
No, you know what's more interesting about Lake is she
Whoa.
writes a column about cars. She's
That's
a car
true.
specialist for the Hollywood Reporter.
I have read. I've read
Test
it. You're a
drive,
rev-
yeah.
revhead.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because my dad's in race. He owns race car tracks, so I like grew up with cars.
She knows more about cars than most.
I can't fix a car, let's be honest, okay? But I can drive one and have an opinion about one.
Have an opinion.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
I can
always
be
a good
like,
thing.
I like this. The exhaust note's great. And
So
it
you
takes-
know all about torque vectoring.
Well, I know.
Whoa.
She does. I do. I
That
can
just
talk
happened.
torque.
That just happened.
So listen, heck of muffins.
Okay.
I want to relate to you, Steve.
Okay, Eva, of course, you are on the hit show Desperate Housewives, but you've also earned a degree in kinesiology.
Yes.
Now, there's some discrepancy in our office as to what that actually is.
It is the study of movement, the study of the body. So I wanted to be a personal trainer and a physical therapist. I wanted to work for a sports team. It's like a sports trainer, exercise science.
And isn't it all muscle points and things on the
Yeah, it's
Can
about
you
muscle
do like
movement and-
Can you do like hand?
No.
Anything good like that? Ow. But can you do things like, you know, those like pressure points?
Right.
Where you
No.
kind of like hit this and then
I'm
all-
not a masseuse.
She's not a Vulcan.
Reflex kinesiology.
Like the bottom of the foot.
Like this.
Helps your back.
Yes. That's like
You were doing it before you even hit. You were going like this.
That's how good they are. That's how good my reflexes are. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Good sign. The handsome stand-in is back. How long have you been a handsome stand-in for?
Second time.
Second time.
Yeah.
And he's just got it going on at the top and down below. It's just as casual as you can be. A little bit of something for you watching at home. If you want to make it in this town, you don't need to try it in this
like
house.
this.
Because trust me, with that, no one's looking down there. People like me, when you got this, you need to wear bright white shoes because people are going to be looking down this end. You are handsome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the DNA. What am I doing? I have learnt a lot from my handsome stand-in.
Oh.
Dare I say it, Steve, very much like Crazy Stupid Love, your movie, where the very handsome Ryan Gosling is teaching your character a little bit more about how the ladies like to be treated.
That's exactly right.
Yes. And luckily, yourself, you have been married to your wife, Nancy, for 16 years?
Yep, I have.
Which, yes, absolutely. Which must be great because you don't want to go out into the dating scene.
I do not. I would be in trouble at this point if so. I'm clinging on for dear life.
I'd like to show a clip from the movie of Steve's character learning a little bit about how best to approach the women. Ladies, would any of that advice work?
Ryan Gosling is pretty good looking, so.
Well, what mistakes do guys make?
At bars.
You mean like,
Yeah.
do you go to bars? Like,
who goes to bars?
No, I mean, you couldn't. They'd be like, oh my God, Eva Longoria.
No. The last time I was in a bar and got hit on,
Okay.
yeah, there was this guy who was like, I want to get your number, And I was like, no. And he's like, please. And he writes it down on a $100 bill. And I go, fine.
Really?
And I took it. And I was like, I'll call you. But I didn't. I didn't
But
call
that's
him.
got to be.
But that's a good move on a guy's part.
All right.
Sign the
You want a
$100
girl?
bill.
No, put your number on a $100 bill.
I guess that is good.
That's good. I was like, leave me the hell. Thank you. But that's
Just
when
be
I was,
incredibly endearing. Like
that's
Mr.
when I was really poor. So
Back in the days.
back in the day.
I remember.
You mean back in the like handle vodka days?
Yeah.
Good days. Great days.
Good days. You've had some.
It's
bad-
handle vodka night.
Like, what would a guy have to do? I don't even know how you would even meet someone. How do you even meant to do that? Not that I'm trying to hook you up with anyone tonight.
No, I only meet people through friends. Right?
Yeah.
Friends of friends of friends.
No, I think through friends or occasionally through work. I think when in dramas, it's really interesting. I see if you stay with the comedy, people who make you laugh and things like that. Because even if you're kissing and smooching or making out or doing anything, it's funny. It's not meant to be like, I really love you, like kind of for real, you know? Because in dramas, that was intense.
That was intense.
was.
I'm gonna.
Was that real?
I felt chemistry. How did you pick up Nancy, Steve? Was it you that approached her?
I was her teacher.
Well.
I like that.
That's right. I was teaching. I was performing and teaching class at Second City Theater in Chicago.
That's great.
And she was taking a class there, and I thought that's the one. I like that. And then, because she was really funny, really smart,
Great.
and beautiful,
Fun.
and I totally hit that.
Did you try a line or anything? Because
We
we were
were
a very
so-
nervous first connection to make with
It was a
someone.
terribly nervous connection on both of our parts because she was actually a bartender across the street from the theater at that time too. So I'd go over there and I'd sit at the bar and we'd talk, and the conversation always went around and around. Like, boy, if you and I. You'd be a person that I'd date, you know. And then she said, yeah, you know, you'd be a kind of guy. If a guy like you ever asked me out, I'd probably say yes and go out with that guy. Like in this weird netherworld that doesn't exist, that we just spoke around it for weeks until I finally got the courage to say, let's go for a drink at the next bar. Yeah.
Now, Eva, you're out dating again, and I hear you've got an entourage-style posse of ladies with you.
I roll deep. Yes.
Are you rolling
Happy.
around the town? Do you have them over to the house? You live in the
Well, I have,
single lady life.
I know 3 of my girlfriends I've inherited, and so they live with me. So I have kind of a sorority house going on right now. Yeah.
Pillow fights, that's all I'm thinking.
Pillow fights. Yeah, a lot of fun.
There like literally is pillow fights at our house though. Like that is like I feel like a real thing.
We have game night a lot. That's why I don't leave the house.
How awesome is game night?
Yeah, game night's great.
Game
Her
night's
house is sort of
pretty great.
famous.
Favorite game?
Mafia.
Whoa, hang on, what?
It's cool.
It's hard to explain and easy to play, but there's like there's mafia and there's townspeople, and the mafia's trying to kill the townspeople, and the townspeople's trying to kill the mafia, but you don't know who's who. It's a game of lying.
Is it like one of those role-playing, you know, like How to Host a Murder kind of?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes, similar.
Similar. Yeah.
It's not. You're being polite.
No.
That was a look of, yeah. We'll all take a swig of our drinks.
All right.
We'll work each other out. We'll come back. And then when we do, when animals attack, I laugh. Welcome back. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned the animals in my backyard and the skunk in particular. And since then, I've noticed animals have gone crazy the world over. There's a YouTube clip that's doing the rounds at the moment of a guy riding his bike through Africa. And, well, you'll see what happens.
Okay.
Totally gets taken out by like a wildebeest antelope thing.
That was funny.
I would like to see that again in slow motion.
Please.
It looks like it was making a beeline for it.
It's funnier in slow motion. By the way, that happened to me.
What?
What? Hang on. What? Is that you?
I feel a story coming on.
I wasn't on a bike.
How does that happen?
I wasn't on a bike. I was in a car, and it wasn't a wildebeest. It was a deer.
So nothing like that. Nothing like that. That was
So apart
it
from
wasn't in
riding a
Africa.
bike in
African
Africa,
deer was a poodle.
No,
And it was in Texas,
I
right?
was in Texas. It wasn't in Africa. I was driving, and a deer went boom, and I crashed. And a deer hitting a deer in Texas with your car does a lot of damage to your car.
was it like a stag with the antlers?
Yeah.
What about the goddamn
It ran
deer?
off. It dented my
fine?
car, and it ran off.
Oh, isn't that the way?
Probably
Yeah, hit and run, doesn't swap details, doesn't get
No.
you insurance numbers.
Did you hate that?
Freaking deer.
No, it was really scary.
There's a deer in London at the moment that it's a stag, a rutting stag. Yeah, there's just one. There's one deer.
A sexy stag.
There's a rutting stag.
I love that bar, by the way, the Rutting Stag.
The running stag. It's great. Right by the plug and lettuce.
He's on heat, but in a park that's in the middle of London, and so he's essentially molesting just people in the park. What? Look, there's a photo of him. This guy who's just going for a run, and look, I mean, that looks like the guy was just sitting there, but I think that he was just knocked over by this.
I can't see that very well. Is he like doing push-ups and then the stag is like, I'll hold your feet. I got you, man.
That could be it. It looks like he's just been charged, but there's people in the background just kind of looking at it
Like
and
back
laughing.
It's London, right?
I hope someone got a shot. Yeah, exactly. But even closer to home here in LA, out in Sierra Madre, which I think is only about 20 minutes away from here. I don't know why I'm looking over at you guys. Like, that's right, isn't it?
Sure.
Geographically speaking.
Yes.
Sure.
Someone had mountain lions in their front yard, in their driveway, only just last week, which I thought was really, really cool.
That happens.
And
Cool or
that doesn't happen.
That happens.
How does that happen?
In LA, yeah.
You leaving
There was a
meat
couple
out the
years
front?
ago, there was a 2-year-old that was attacked and a hiker that was attacked.
You're getting serious.
Yes, it happened. We have a lot of coyotes.
Yeah, that's
Do you have coyotes near? We have coyotes.
Yeah, I would go. I run in the hills sometimes,
Yes.
and after dark, not a good time to run. Even on the streets, city streets in the hills,
they're urban.
The coyotes come down out of the hills, and there was a pack of them.
Will they
just
attack
hanging out.
humans?
What do you do?
Just keep running the opposite
Run
direction.
faster.
Run really fast.
My wife Tasma and I, we were going for a run.
What's
and there
your
was
wife's name?
Tasma.
Tasma.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's pretty.
She spins around like a little devil.
Okay.
She's in the audience. I need to be careful.
Pocket.
She's a pocket rocket.
I was like, pocket rocket. I like stopped myself.
Is that fair? Is that a fair description? Is that fair?
Oh boy.
But yeah, we were going for a run, and 2 coyotes started, I would say, stalking us. Mm-hmm. And so we stopped and we looked at them, and then they stopped. But then when we turned to keep running, they started chasing us again.
You know what they're doing? And there were probably 5 or 6 that I came upon. They were evaluating how much I weighed. I could tell they were looking at each other saying, you know, 180. I think we could do it. I think if you grabbed the right leg, I
Right.
grabbed the left, they could do it.
Yeah?
They were
look like they're
evaluating.
thinking.
They are. They're like, I could take that.
Counting it.
That would be delicious.
Did they unroll a little blueprint like the Roadrunner cartoon? Drop a giant novelty weight on you.
Yes, they could.
But Eva, you do a lot of outdoorsy stuff because you were raised in Texas.
Yeah, on a ranch.
And so
Yes, well, I was going to say, that
frontier
happened
spirit.
to me, but not with coyotes.
But other than that, exactly.
No.
the same.
I was in the woods and we were walking. My sister and I. We were total tomboys, and we'd go out in the woods. And there was a pack of javelinas, with these wild hogs, and we were like, "Ooh, let's go this way." So we walked the other way, and they were following us. And then they just started charging, and we were like, "Ah!" We ran up a tree, and they were staying under the tree for like an hour. Of course, when you're little, it was probably 5 minutes. But that happened to me. But not coyotes, not in LA. But with.
But other than that, it's exactly like the African
it's
guy with
exactly
the
the
wildebeest
same.
thing.
I'm telling you, I've had a lot of encounters with animals.
But have you been like you have been out? Like, do you go out camping? Do you?
No,
do
no.
you
My
hunting and
dad
things
is
like
like very Native American. I mean, we're not Native Americans. We're like the
I
Native
like your
Americans.
stories.
No. I'm saying he's very like live off the land, and like we grew up, we couldn't eat out. We had to eat our own vegetables. We couldn't buy vegetables because we grew vegetables, and so he would take us in the woods and would tell us for 3 days at a time and go, we can only live off the land. So he would teach us how to find water, how to find north, what to eat, what berries to pick, what animals we could eat, but not kill for sport.
How did you kill
But I
them?
don't do that anymore, PETA. I
also
said
better
this
to
story
be-
one time and I was like, ah!
Oh no,
Even
really?
while they're still alive, too. It would make sense.
No, but like we would go and live off the land for 3
That's
days.
super cool. No, I
my
think that is
mom
cool.
would,
That's not- that
my
can't
mom
be
would,
easy to
like,
do.
No, it's
No.
not. And my mom would sneak us like a bag of Doritos in the backpack.
Wait, what?
So we'd be like, and my dad's like, that's not off the land. I'm like, it's corn.
I sometimes think that's what Bear Grylls must do. Like when you see him,
Which what?
Bear Grylls, Man versus Wild Guy.
Oh, right.
He
Right.
goes out and, you know, half the time, like he's eating snakes and drinking his own urine. You gotta.
Hey, don't knock it till you've tried.
I will.
Let's everyone drink. Oh.
He's right. All right, we're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with more right after this. Welcome back. I asked the audience during the break, I said, does anyone have a question? And it was you. What did you ask?
Well, I was just wondering how much lint a person can get on their jacket in the space of 3 or 4 minutes.
I think that's a fair question.
It's your shiny mafioso suit.
It's when we go to commercial breaks and a whole bunch of people come through and bypass everybody else, and then I come and there's this... But it's not happening to you guys. It's only happening to me.
I'm wearing like
Leather. Nothing.
That
I'm wearing like a
Nothing.
water slide, basically.
I'm worried I'm going to look like a Lamington by the end of the show. You laughed and you didn't know what a Lamington is.
No.
We don't know.
appreciate that.
We don't know. I was like,
We both don't know what it
we
is.
both go, what's that?
I don't know.
It's,
I was like, I'll
it's
keep laughing.
cake with like chocolate sauce on it, and then you dip it in shaved coconut.
I was supposed to say
And
coconut.
that's the thing. That's what that's.
A Lamington. Wait, where's that from? Is that like...
It's
native?
Australian ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many Australians are here? Oh my God.
Put their hands up before they actually sit. They just.
And then...
Oh, and woo!
It's the American thing to do.
It is. Now, Steve, I forgot to ask you previously that you have also been on a hunting expedition.
I have been.
You are a man of the land.
Well, yes. Can't you tell? I was dating a girl. This was obviously years before I met Nancy, and I went to join her family at their cabin in Michigan. And
Just hand up in future.
and her dad was a big hunter, so I put on all the hunting
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah.
I had a 30-06, and we were. I mean, I was praying that we didn't see anything, and fortunately we didn't, because I just don't know what I would have. Shoot it! Like I don't know if I could have done it.
I had boyfriends all the time. Imagine coming to my house. And my dad
Yeah,
would do
with
the
your
same thing.
dad.
You want to go hunting? And they're like, no. I know.
Well, you have to, though. You have to.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to man up and say, "Well, of course,
Sure.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
Give me that biggest rifle that you
Gun.
have."
Gun that
Yeah.
you have.
And when he says, "Yeah, but tuck it into your shoulder,
yeah.
because you'll break your shoulder with the kick."
Yes.
If
Yes.
if it's away from your
Yeah.
shoulder,
Oh, yeah.
it'll
no,
break
good.
it. So I'm.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 7, I shot my first gun, and it almost took my arm off. Not because I had it. I mean, because
You didn't hold it into
I didn't
the...
hold it.
You were
and
7.
I was 7.
You were 7.
But my dad was great.
I mean, the pressure
A lot of
of
gun safety.
meeting a partner's parents for the first
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It's usually just be polite or laugh at all their jokes.
Right.
Not, make sure you bring back something for dinner.
Let's go. Let's see how well he
Yeah.
kills something. Yeah. And I will assess him based on that.
So, now, Eva, we are at this point, I should mention, we are heading into the final season, or you are heading into the final season of Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
So how does your character die in the end?
Am I dying?
What would be the big twist?
Am I dying? I recommended that we all drive off a cliff like Thelma and Louise. Like, yeah, like that. But
It's this hand.
okay, like that. But nobody's buying it for me. Nobody's taking my advice. I don't know, actually. Mark Cherry, our creator's always known how it's going to end, so he's writing backwards, but he hasn't told us.
Really?
It'll be one of those things where you shoot 4 different endings and you won't know which one goes to where and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we have like different scripts and different colors and shooting different things.
And
Is
then
that true?
What happens afterwards? Well, you've got your restaurant. What am I talking about? You've got, let me see if I get this right, beso.
Beso, yes, very good.
Oui.
Yes.
Si.
Yeah, no. I have a lot of fun stuff going on. I just auditioned for a movie for Steve today.
By the way,
And he wasn't
so did
even
I.
there.
How about that?
I know.
I was busy. I was like
We've
so much.
all
I was
been
preparing
there.
for the show. I was really
Apparently,
busy. so-
Steve Carell is in demand.
I knew it. We're gonna be sitting on that same.
No,
couch.
you don't. Everybody was in this waiting room today because you have to audition for things, and
It's cool. It's fun. You go.
and so Selma Blair was in the
oh my
lobby.
God, you can't say things like that.
I know. No, because I love her and she's my friend, but she's had a baby, and so it's a funny scene with Steve, who wasn't there.
Listen, let's do the. Eva, let's
He
do
was
the
getting
scene
ready.
right now.
He was getting ready for the show.
Right, and I'm in the lobby, and I'm like, oh my God, how is it? And she starts telling me about her childbirth and the whole birth, and I'm going, and they go, Eva, you're next, and I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry.
Did you fuck up the audition? Is my question.
No, I did.
All right, you nailed it.
Great.
Is there any pressure on you now? Like, do you
Yes.
have
This is a lot of
any
pressure on
say
him.
A lot of
in this
pressure on him.
whatsoever?
No, I have no say in this whatsoever.
Well played, sir.
Out of my hands.
Well played. Like Steve does with his general store, will you go work in your restaurant? Like if you were to go in for dinner, would you
Right.
be out the back
I'm always
making something up?
I'm always at my restaurant. I was there last night, and I'm always making guacamole for somebody. But no, I wouldn't be a restaurateur. I mean, like I'm not going to
Could
go
have a
work
trade to
there.
fall back on. Steve could go back to being a mailman.
I could. I was a mail carrier.
Yeah.
After I graduated from college, I became a mail carrier.
You have a sordid past.
I do. It's pretty nerdy. You know, Fife playing
a fight.
mail carrier who owns a general store. Like,
Selling muffins.
wow, that guy's hot.
And taken ladies, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
were you working for the Postal Service?
I was working for the U.S. Postal Service, and the pay was very good, but it was a very difficult job because you forget when you send a letter, you forget how many people actually have to touch that letter for it to get from
Indeed.
point A to point B. I mean, a big bag of mail, most boring story you're ever gonna get on the show.
No.
We get these big bags of mail.
Blake is about to get very turned on. You
Wait.
love...
No, because I'm
She's
a
obsessed
big
with-
letter writer.
I
am. I love that.
And you collect
it's
stamps?
a lost art.
Yes.
It is
So-
absolutely lost art.
Totally.
So she's going to cut off your story.
No,
No. No story,
No.
please.
No, it was more of like a segue. But no, I love stamps, and so I always, go online and check out what the new stampage is going on. And
You're not that person.
I am, but I don't collect it like old-timey stamps that that have been already used. But I like the idea of like I'll send anything to my mom or something, and then it'll be a postcard, but I'll put like 5 stamps on it, like a collage on one side, and the mailman is always like, this is too much. I just want you to know. I'm like, no, I know. I'm just making art, and I won't even really be saying anything of substance per se. But it's just like, hey mom, what's up? I love you. Lovely.
It really means a
And
lot.
then stamps.
When my parents send me letters, I can see them in their handwriting. You can. I mean,
It
it's
is
such
a
a
lot.
visceral thing.
Yeah.
Email is fine. It's very efficient, but when you see something written in their hand, it says so much. I think about the person.
Absolutely.
And getting
Something you would keep, unlike a text
I
message.
keep
You can put
every
it on
letter.
a bulletin board or anything, which I do.
My mom just started texting.
No,
She's so
dear.
disappointing.
Oh, that's very difficult.
I'm so.
Does she use punctuation?
She's trying. No, she's trying
Does
to
she
use
smiley face? Does she
acronyms.
smiley
and
face?
She's like,
Emoticons.
Yes.
Not yet.
That's a little
gotta wait.
advanced.
When you cross that line, there's no coming back.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I've
She's
crossed.
texting.
I sent an emoticon, which is the little colon, close brackets, sideways smiley face
Yeah.
things, without thinking, to a male friend of mine, and then just went, "That's it. We can never hang out again."
She's a big emoticon girl.
Yes.
You guys are both big tweeters as well.
Indeed.
Yes.
You've got over like 2 million people.
I'm sorry.
following
I've
you.
got to tweet real quick. Hold on. No, sorry.
You have 2 million?
I have 2.4 million people. Yeah, 2.4.
You don't tweet, do you, Steve?
I don't know.
See, if you had me in your movie, I could tweet about our movie.
She could do that.
Do you feel? Don't you feel? I'm on Twitter too, and it's hard to know what to say on Twitter. Like
It is. It's a lot of
sometimes pressure to be entertaining,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or amusing, or
You know, I use my
smart.
Twitter a lot for charity, really. That's what I use.
Actually, I do have one of your tweets here recently.
Oh, God.
Stripper poll, anyone? Watch this Sunday's episode of DH. Desperate Housewives.
Watch this Sunday's episode.
All my hard work on pole dancing pays off.
Yes.
Sweet.
It was fun. So,
Where do you pole dance?
2.3 million people seeing that tweet, and they're like, pole dancing, and then they go and watch the show.
But do they? I am interested in the whole tweeting thing. Does it work? Like,
Right.
does it
Yes.
really? It does.
Well, because I did Twit Change, which is a charity
Okay.
on Twitter. So
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
can-
Okay, so you know.
Yeah, if you do like everybody donate 1 penny, you know, or whatever, and then you see monetarily the
How much,
results
yeah.
of how many people responded to it.
And how do you think it
traffic
changes
and-
the industry? Because it kind of takes out the middleman in a way of like publicists and people like that, because
Well,
you
that's
have a
another
direct
great
contact with
advantage of it,
your
is that you
fan.
get to clear up anything on your own. And the other thing is it removes the bounty of paparazzi in a way. Like if I'm releasing a photo of me on set on a stripper pole, then there's less bounty when I'm in the club on the stripper pole. No,
We've already seen
Everyone's
it.
seen it.
I've already seen it on Eva's Twitter.
I'd like to ask Lake about
Yes.
this tweet.
Oh boy, here we go.
I would go outside and enjoy this day, but I'm suddenly paralyzed by the concept of canned tuna fish.
Listen, everybody goes through it. Right? I mean, I think I wigged out on the idea of canned tuna fish. And I wanted to share it with the world.
Do you know, can I tell, I like this one. You said, I'm really sorry to bring this up again, but why ruin your dinner eating garlic bread? Just eat garlic bread for dinner.
That's
You're
true.
welcome.
That is true, because I traditionally ordered the garlic bread first as like, oh, this is just a palate teaser, and like an amuse-bouche, but like more like a working class amuse-bouche. And then I just eat all the garlic bread, and then I literally don't want dinner. And then so I started making garlic bread for dinner, which is also vegan, by the way.
Would she survive in the wilderness? No.
Yes,
I'd take her
we
with
will
me.
be fine
We're getting
with
back
the
together.
apocalypse.
Can Steve and I come and hang out with
Yes.
you guys when it all goes to
Muffins.
hell?
Yes.
They're vegan.
Although, you know,
I'll bring the fresh
That should be the new slogan. The apocalypse is coming.
I
Bring
will play
muffins.
the fife as we all die.
What a perfect way to throw to a break, and we'll be bringing this baby home right after this. I thought it was going to keep going, and it didn't. All right, welcome back. And now, with nothing up their sleeves, please watch in wonder as our three guests magically pull random viewer questions out of our diabolical...
Random Question Hat. Tonight's Random Question Hat is brought to you by motorbike riders. I love watching them weave in and out of traffic, then watching them fly when I suddenly open my car door. Thanks, motorbike riders.
Look at that! It's our first random question helmet. All right, so we
Shall I
pass around and everybody grab a random question from the random question hat.
I guess.
Of course, this has come from our home viewers. We have not seen these through Twitter, through Facebook. You can even spray paint it on a wall.
Okay.
We will find your random question. All right, here we go. Steve.
Yes.
I'm scared.
If Jimmy cracks corn and I don't care, how come there's a song about it? Well, see, here's the thing. Jimmy is a very intriguing young man. Because the person who wrote the song didn't care, but everyone else in the room did. So he was really writing the song for those other spectators in the room. There were hundreds of them. And when he cracked that corn, it was a sight to behold.
That's true. That's actually true.
It is.
That's actually true.
I wouldn't.
You sold that with such conviction. It will be on Wikipedia within the hour.
It's true.
Lake, do you dare?
I don't, but I'm doing it. What's the first thing you would do if you woke up as a member of the opposite sex?
masturbate.
Shave. Easy. By the way, Eva just went.
Masturbate.
She whispered into her microphone.
He's masturbating.
Nobody picked that one up.
Nobody heard me. You can't.
Masturbate.
This will
I'm
be the
loving you
best
on this.
random question hat ever.
Oh,
Here we go.
shit. Okay. If you were the 8th dwarf in the fairy tale Snow White, what would your name be?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Say it, you want to.
Pocket Rocket.
That was a callback, and that was...
The random question hat.
Stop drinking.
No,
I'm not a
Now,
She's small, so it.
you're very proud of yourself.
Yeah. No, it was great. She's just hammered, okay?
That was very good. At the end of last week's show, what happens is we all stick around, we do some, coming up for next week's show, all that kind of stuff, and we get some photos. And there was a photo that was taken with our guests Seth Green, Olivia Munn, and Michael Weatherly, that we decided we would do an awkward family photo.
Okay.
This is how it came out. And we had it up on our Facebook page, Rove LA, and it went down so well. I would like to do one every week now.
Okay.
But so we would like to do one now,
Great.
if that's okay. So we have to the key is to kind of look like you're not ready for the photo,
Right.
sort of, be a bit
Comfortable.
eyes half closed, that kind of
Okay,
thing.
got
Okay.
it.
Awkward and uncomfortable.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Come
if
over
we
here.
may all kind of...
Okay. Are we getting together? All right.
Come back here.
If we pretend to sort of hold hands like parents kind of thing.
I threw some hair down.
That hair was good. That was some good hair there.
Dang.
I don't even know what happened there, but I look forward to seeing the results. That'll be up during the week, I'm sure. Now, of course, as always, I need to wrap up the show. If you don't mind, you guys just make yourself comfortable. I'm going to write a postcard home to my mum. As I do every week with my lovely novelty pen. Just making sure it's ready. Dear Mum, I was watching Family Feud this week, and I was wondering if you had any idea what the answer would be to this question.
Folks, here we go. We got the top 7 answers on the board. Name something you put in your mouth but don't swallow.
Really, Family Feud? Really? Now, I know what you're thinking, Mum, but this is a clean Christian family show, and they are not going to go there.
Megan, tell me something you put in your mouth but you don't swallow.
Well, I'm a pastor's wife, but I will say this out loud. They're sperm.
She said it. I'm so glad. I'm glad somebody said it.
I'm a pastor's wife.
Okay, they did go there. Love Rose. I called the thing. That does bring us to the end of tonight's show. Please thank our guest, Steve Carell. Crazy Stupid Love is out now. Lake Bell, How to Make It in America, Season 1 currently airing in Australia on Showcase. Season 2 starts November 9. And Eva Longoria. Catch Desperate Housewives on Arena. More details in our family portrait on our website. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week. Until then, I'm Rove McManus. Say hi to your mum for me. Good night.